ఏది సార్?
Let's start now here. Okay, so we saw few charts yesterday. So yeah, as I told you, so this is not the first class, so I'm very sorry about it, but as I'm telling you and I'm promising you, I'll teach the missed classes again. Okay, మీకు ట్రైనింగ్ నాకు కంటిన్యూస్ ప్రాసెస్ అండి, మీకేమి ఇదేం కొత్త కాదు వింత కాదు. సో కంటిన్యూస్ జరుగుతూనే ఉంటుంది. మీకు ఏదన్నా 1-2 days లో ఇంకా కొత్త స్టూడెంట్ ఎవరైనా వచ్చినా కానీ ఈ రోజు ఈవినింగ్ అయితే ఉందండి, మీకు ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ ఉంటే 2 days అంతే, 2-3 days అటెండ్ అవ్వండి. తర్వాత మళ్ళీ మీరు ఈ టైంలోనే కూర్చోవచ్చు. ఓకే, కరెక్ట్ గా 11 కూర్చునేలాగా అడ్జస్ట్ చేస్తాను నేను. ఫ్రైడే దాకా కూర్చోండి అంతే, మీరు తర్వాత కూర్చోకర్లేదు. మళ్ళీ ఫ్రైడే మళ్ళీ మీకు సాటర్డే సండే నుంచి ఈ టైంలోనే పెట్టిస్తా క్లాసెస్. ఓకేనా? ఓకే, is that fine? Shall we proceed? Okay, now here so we are seeing charts, so we'll continue with some other charts. I think yesterday we saw only maps and scatter plot. I think that's all right, we didn't see anything else. Today we'll I think we saw text table. I told you how to get that name, right? Yes or no? No? Okay.
Yes.
I did teach. Okay, highlight table.
Text table. Highlight table
No. Okay, can one of you read? So for every chart at the bottom of the show me, right, the number of dimensions measures will be written here. Okay, you strictly need not follow it, but now one of you, can you read what is written there at the bottom of the show me now?
One or more dimensions, one measure.
One or more dimensions, one measure, right? That's what is written there. Now what I'll do, as usual, I'll just click there. So I'm showing it here and I'll directly go there and click on highlight table, right? Maybe I'll add some more measures, let's say like this. This is what I'll do. Now what do you understand from this chart? What do you understand from this chart? Anybody? Just throw the stones. I told you I'll pick the stones. అంటే ఫస్ట్ ఎవరు రాంగ్ ఇస్ ఆన్సర్ ఇచ్చే వాళ్ళని ఫెయిల్ చేస్తానా, లేకుంటే మిగతా క్లాస్ చెప్పనా?
Sales and profit are highlighted, right? Highest sales.
Good. Keep going.
And highest profit.
Good that someone started. Okay. So see, whenever I'm asking, right, what are you understanding? I'm not expecting an intuitive, advanced answers, professional answers. I'm not expecting such kind of things. Remember that I told you already. I'm just expecting a discussion there. That's all. It's good that someone started. Okay, whoever it started, that's good. So I'm not expecting anything from you because you don't know Tableau. That's why you're here. You're learning Tableau now. Okay, just for the sake of discussion it is. Okay. Now I'll tell you what you need to observe here. You see here, all the values are same. All the values are same. So you see there. Why? What happened? Why all the values are same? Color is changing, but not the values. What is happening here? In highlight table, what is written at the bottom of the show me? One measure. Only one measure you can take. You cannot take more than one measure. Right? Only one measure. Remember that. Okay? So only one measure it is. So you cannot pull in more than one measure in highlight table. If you pull in more than one measure, what will happen is all the remaining measures will take the first measure value only. First measure value, whatever is there, remaining measures will take the value of that measure only. So you should not pull in more than one measure in highlight table. Okay, so that's how it is. Okay, now you can add any number of dimensions. Dimensions is not a problem, but measures, right? So you should not pull in more than one measure. This is highlight table and not at all used. I've never seen anybody using it. So, but still you need to know, right? Training. That's why. Otherwise, not so important, because no other chart there is no that strictness, right? So no other chart is that strict. That is, you need to drop only one dimension, two dimensions, such kind of things. You can drag and drop, no problem. Nothing will go wrong. But only this chart it will go wrong. So One measure is a very, very rare thing. We generally don't go for such kind of things. Now, so here, next is, right, next chart, which one we'll choose? We'll choose line chart. So line chart. Line chart is pretty obviously, whenever you have a time period based requirement, you'll go for a line chart. Whenever you have a time period based requirement, you'll go with a line chart. That's pretty obvious. Line chart only can display the time period properly in the form of a line. So that's why line chart. That's pretty obvious. So I'll click on a measure here and date. So that is how it is. So you are seeing the line here. Okay. You are seeing the line here. So you are seeing line here, of course. So for each year, you are seeing the sales here. That is per year. Okay. Remember, observe this. Right. Here you see year, quarter, month, day, weekday, week number, again year, quarter, month, week number, day, again weekday. So custom is also there. Okay. So you can display the data in the line chart in whatever format you want. There is no limitation there. Now, coming back to the point. Year, quarter, month. Year, quarter, month. What is the difference? Right? You see here how it is. Right? There is no year here. It is only quarter. Year only month. Year only year. Year it is year. It is quarter and year. Month and year. So here it is only aggregated values, discrete values. Okay. Here only it is aggregated values. Here it will show detailed values. What does that mean? I'll show you now. I'll click on quarter here. Okay. I'm clicking on this quarter. I did that. How many values you got? Only 4 quarters. What happened? We have data from 2011 to 2015. Every year, 4 quarters are there. All the right quarter Q1, 2011, 2012, 2013, 14, 15, everything got combined together in only one quarter. That's aggregation, summing up, summary. Same with the Q2 also, same with the Q3 also, same with Q4 also. It is aggregation. Okay, summary. That's how it is. Okay. Next, here you have quarter again. Okay, so here you have quarter again. Now if I click on this, for each year, each quarter, separate value will be displayed. Each year, each quarter, separate value will be displayed. Okay, so separate value will be displayed. So you see here Q1, in the tooltip you can see, in the tooltip you can see. So in the bottom, space is not there. That's why it is not displayed. Okay, only space constraint. Okay, don't think that I'm hiding such kind of things. No, space constraint. That's why it is not displayed. That's all it is. You can see in the tooltip 2011 Q1, 2011 Q2, 2011 Q3, Q4. Same again, starting from here, 4 values. Again, starting from here, 4 values. This line is just combining, just joining that. Okay, in the continuous one, right? So it is just joining. That's all. For the sake of continuity. Okay, nothing else. This line doesn't have any sense. Right? 2011, 12, 13, 14, and 15, of course, I think starting here. Only one quarter is there. Right? So that's how it is. And as you see, it is in green color here. That means continuous. Blue color means discrete, green color means continuous. Okay? Good then. So that's how it is. The line which is connecting two data points, it can be discrete, it can be continuous, either ways. The line which is connecting two data points is called as path. Path is already there here. It's already connected, right? Line is there, right? So that's the only path. So whether you click on it, don't click on it, nothing will happen because it's already there. Okay. So that's why line chart. Okay. So it can be both discrete and continuous. That is, you can show the summary values, that is aggregated values, or you can show more detailed values. For both things, you will get a toggle icon here. So you can see that. You can click on it, go more detail, or if you want to go back, again you have to click here only. Okay, so minus is not there. Okay, so that's how it is. Okay, in simple words, if it is in blue color, it is summary, aggregated data. Okay, discrete. If it is in green color, it is continuous, more detailed data. Okay, so that's how it is. This is line chart, simple thing. Of course, in line chart also, I need not tell you this. Again, I'm telling you, in any chart, you can get a dual axis or blended axis. There is no limit for that. So in any chart, you can get a dual axis or blended axis. In any chart, you can do it. Not just a line chart. You know how to correct this, right? You know to correct. What should I do to correct this chart? What is wrong with this chart? What happened, Purnima Dipti? So synchronize axis. Okay, don't forget that synchronize axis. Right? You can go for dual axis, blended axis, all these things, no problem. Okay, but simple concepts should not be forgot. Right? This is blended axis, this is dual axis. Okay, so two axis means dual axis, but two measures on the same axis, that means blended axis. Right? So whenever you go for a dual axis, you need to synchronize. Okay, don't forget that. Synchronized axis will be there only in the secondary axis, not for the primary. Okay. So this is line chart. In any chart, you can get a dual axis, blended axis. Again, I'm telling you, it's not just a line chart, bar chart, such kind of things in any chart. Now, here this is a simple line chart here. Now, here also you have that option of discrete and continuous. You can directly click on it and break it down into pieces like this. Or if you want a continuous, you can click on this. See, there is no much difference between discrete and continuous here. You see here, the line which is connecting that, it will be broken down. So you see that, right? This line is there, right? That line is broken. This line is broken. You observe that. See, that line is broken. This line is broken. That's all it is. So no much difference between continuous and discrete. Data will not be manipulated. Nothing is done. Okay, don't think like that. Same data only represented in different way. Okay, so that's how it is. So you can do from here also. Another thing is line and area charts both are same, except that area chart will display with the color below the line. Area chart, it will apply the color below the line. Okay, so below the line it will apply the color. That's all it is. Even in area chart you can get a dual axis, blended axis, all these things you can do, no problem, absolutely fine. Right, now again what you need to do, say same story. Okay, so this you need to do. So dual axis, blended axis, right, you can get in area chart also. But what I suggest you is, right, people generally don't go for area chart, they forget. But sometimes it is very useful with respect to colors and all, so it will be properly displayed. So go for area charts now and then, at least don't forget that you have area charts. So you need to click on dual axis, all these things. So that's how it is. Okay, area charts are also there, remember that. Okay, so both area and line are same. Area you will just fill the color below the line. Okay, next is we'll choose some chart. Choose some chart. We'll go for pie chart. Pie chart. Pie chart. We are seeing from childhood days, right? Everywhere it is there in marketing, advertisements, right? And in school days also we have seen that. Bar charts, pie charts, these are pretty obvious, right? Now, pie chart, as I told you, we can develop it manually, or we can develop it directly clicking on show me here. So this way I can create a pie chart. Nothing wrong. Small adjustment. What is that? Size of it. Just click on entire view here, right? So it will occupy the entire sheet, right? So like this you can develop it, right? So manually. Now here, so if you're seeing here, it looks like there is some thickness in the border, right? Anyway, I don't know, I went with the latest version, so I installed 10.5 point something. Okay, anyway, now like this you can use show me to display the chart. Okay, so but you need not, you can do it manually also. Since this is training, it will not do those routine things. See, in real time you need not do all these things, right? You need not prove to anybody, right? I can develop the charts manually, but here I mean I want to show you all options, that's why I'm doing it. Okay, otherwise not much important. Now here, so here you have mark type pie. That's why you can develop that chart manually. Otherwise, you cannot do it. Okay, which chart we can create manually, which chart we cannot means. So it depends on mark types. If it is available in the mark type, you can definitely do it. Okay, so pie chart. What I'll do again, I will click on the same field. I'll just double click. But instead of text, I'll go here and click on pie. Right, all these unnecessary look and feels will come. Don't worry about it. Now you have to understand one concept. Pi means angle will be there. It is a circle. Correct. Pi means circle. Correct. So circle, it is always 360 degrees only, right? Angle will not increase, size will not increase. It's always circle only. So you increase the size of the circle doesn't mean that it will change the angle also, right? So it is always 360 degrees only. So you should understand one thing. The size of each arc, that is division of that circle, will depend on the value, number, measure, correct? And color should go into dimension. Okay, color should go into dimension. So I'll drag and drop this dimension into color, because you cannot drag and drop measure on color. You can do it, but if you do it, it will go wrong, right? Magnitude should go into angle or size, because this is arc size. Now you see all the arc sizes are same. I'll just increase its size. All the arc sizes are same. How it will vary? Based on some measure value, right? Something like this, you just drag and drop in the angle. Angle or size, both are same. Both are same, because the arc size is directly proportional to angle. If you remember your mathematical formula, x by 360 degrees into theta, right? So that arc size is directly proportional to theta, right? That's how it is. So that's how, right, angle and size both are same here. If at all you want to see, you see. I'll drag and I'm dropping two measures, but in the chart only one measure is showing, and the chart didn't change. You see that, because it will consider the first measure only. It will not consider the second measure. Okay, it will not consider at all. Okay, so that's how it is. Okay, so okay, good. Now, so that is pie chart. I'll drag and drop a label here. Label. Okay, just to show you some data. This is how pie chart is, and of course colors, all those things you can change, no problem. So now pie chart means what? Very simple thing, right? Which one is contributing more, which one is contributing less? That is proportional contribution of the data, right? Proportionate contribution. Proportionately means it is always 360 degrees only. Out of 360 degrees, which one is occupying the more size? This one. Which one is occupying more size? This one. Like that. Okay. So like that, to understand that, you will go for right, this one, pie chart. Okay. So now pie, right, proportionate contribution of the data. Now what I will do here is, right, I'll go here, right, to the label. I'm going to label, remember this, and I'm going to table calculation. I'm displaying percent of total. Now it is displaying number here, 330, right, or 114, like this. I want to see how much percentage it is contributing, because it is always 360 degrees only. That means percentage wise total it will be 100 only. Correct. So you can do a percent of total. So out of 100%, which one is contributing how much? Okay. Of course, we have a separate class for table calculations, all these things. So exclusively we will see each and every function in calculations. But right now, right, just understand, you need to go to quick table calculation and click on percent of total. Okay, I'll explain what all it is, okay, later on. Now, so like that, you can even show the percentages also. Okay, but one problem is there. Whenever you have too much amount of data, don't go for pie chart. That means it is always 360 degrees only. You cannot write a display. So if it is, let's say 20 dimension members are there. So maximum one might go up to 45 degrees or 60 degrees, right? If you have 40 dimension members, if you have 60 dimension members, right, what will happen? It will occupy, right? Small things like this will come. You can't even understand whether it is there or not, right? Look and feel will not be clear. That's what I'm telling you. Okay. For example, if you pull in state here instead of subcategory into color, into color, right? Add all members, I'm telling. So it's already too much data. So I'm doing it. So you see that, right? Clarity will be missing. Of course, if your focus is only on understanding, right, this one and this one, no problem, you can do it. But if your focus this one, totally you can neglect, right? You have to call it as other states, such kind of things. Okay, so that problem. If you have too much amount of data, don't do it. Don't go for pie chart. Go for a stacked bar, right? That's it. That is there always. Next, yeah, can somebody read what is there at the bottom of the show me?
One or more dimensions, one or two measures.
Okay, now tree map, I can develop it manually. Tree map also. Same thing what I did with uh, pie chart, right? Same thing what I did with pie chart. But the mark type should be square. Hey, sorry, something went missing. What did I do? Sorry. One second. So the mark type should be square. Tree map also can be developed, right? Can be developed manually, but the mark type should be square. Okay. I'll drag and drop this. Subcategory should go into color. Nothing should be there in columns and rows. Okay. So something is wrong. Size, yeah, size. It went to label. Okay. So like this, you can go for tree map. No problem. Look and feel is also very interesting, right? So you can
Actually, I have a
understand.
question.
Tell me.
Real time, usually, which map do they go for? Like once they get the
Yeah.
requirement.
Okay. The most frequently used charts are text table, maths, pie chart, heat map, tree map, bars, line charts. Of course, area if you want. Area, line, both will count as same. So packed bubble. These are the charts which are most frequently used. But very surprisingly, last week one girl attended the training. This Monday she joined the job. First day itself, her manager showed her a bullet graph, and asked her, right, what is the chart? Very luckily, just before day only, I've shown her what is bullet graph. She joined in a fast track. I mean, just 3, 4, 5 days before her work starts. So proxy all that. So her name is Shravani. So that's how it is. So you never know what will happen. So luckily, before that day we saw it, and she told the same thing to her manager. Quite impressed that day, right? Bullet graph. So bullet graph, I've never seen anybody using it, but that guy has already developed it, and he has tested her first day itself. So this situation happened last week. Okay. So that's how it is. Okay. So right. So but I've never seen anybody using. Even she is not using. Even the chart which is created, it was not there actually. Right. It was not there as part of the requirement or anything, because it doesn't serve the requirement first of all. But that guy, right, just tested her. That's all. Okay. So, but generally we don't use bullet graph or histograms or box plots or grant view. Right, these things we don't, right? But anyway, I'll show you. But we don't use in real time. Okay. Now,
So, one question. So, when the
mhm,
data is given to us, some requirement is given to us, it just depends on us which chart to be added or depending on the data?
it is
Or
either ways. It is either ways. Okay.
oh, okay.
It is either ways. Let me tell you. Even I am working, right, job support, all these things. Even I am working on my real time also. If you have 10 dimensions in a chart, let's say your user asked you to show 10 dimensions. You can't go for any chart here. You have to go with text table only. No other way. Those scenarios I have been seeing it repeatedly. Okay. So if you have 2 dimensions, 3 dimensions, of course you can choose some chart, maybe stacked bar or right, some chart you can choose. But if you have 5 dimensions, 10 dimensions, what you will do? No other way. You have to go with text table only. Okay. So that's how it is. So sometimes you will get mockups, sometimes you will not get mockups. So this girl, what they did is they just gave an Excel. So first day that guy tested. Later on, what he did is After for 1 week, 10 days, she didn't have any work. So they just didn't even give laptop also. Daily she was going coming. But today she got her work. So what they did, they just gave an Excel to her and told her just you go and explore and show us something after a few days. That's all. Key bank it is. So that's how cool it is. So, but another guy is there. So daily will come. Same I'm telling job supports, right? This is how it is. Another guy is there. Daily will come. He will do something, some chart something, but he will not get that chart definitely because his data totally corrupted it. So I have to sit, clean this data, and I have to tell him, you don't believe me. Yesterday I told you, right? These maps, edit locations, all these things. I applied that to that guy today. How to correct that geographical data, right? Complete spelling mistakes in his data. Rhode Island means road is written. Alabama means AL is written, like that. So today I gave him that lesson and send it to office to ask that question to their correct the data first. Then only you will get the map. Otherwise you will not get the map. They want maps, but data is spellings are there, mistakes are there. Who has to correct in the database? Right? DBA guys has to correct. So like that, it depends. Variety. Okay, actually that guy work is not serious work. He is just exploring something, just pulling some data and doing it. That's all. He never asked me to complete a dashboard. Even if I complete a dashboard, I don't think he is showing it in office. I never think like that because he's like he just want to do things in Tableau. That's all it is. So yeah, so kind of things happens. Okay, so you never know what is happening on the other side. So never write. So expect that you will get mockups. Never ever again. Don't expect that you will not get mockups. Either ways, it might happen. It depends on the company. Okay, thousands of IT companies are there. Okay, proceed. Yeah. So okay, you read this, right? What is there? One or more dimensions, one or two measures. And as I told you, you can develop it manually, but I will not do it this time because I want to show you a scenario here. So I'm doing this. I'm using two measures and one dimension and directly going and clicking on tree map. Colors, you can change it always. Or if you are not interested, you can drag and drop and change it. I'll show you later. So this is tree map. Okay. Now, again, can you somebody read this? What is written there?
Heat
One or
maps.
Hmm.
more dimensions, one or two measures.
What did you observe? Is the question. What did you observe?
We can use multiple dimensions and multiple measures.
Multiple? No. You see this tree map, one or more dimensions, one or two measures. You see there, one or more dimensions, one or two measures, right?
The same.
So what does that means? That means same data. Same data. I will show you same data here. So you see, I'm using the same data just to show you this scenario only. So same data can be represented in different ways, right? Same data can be represented in different ways. It is all visualizations. It's like a picture, right? You see that what happened. Same data, same mark type, subcategory, profit, sales, profit went into size, sales went into color, and mark type is square. Again, subcategory, right text, again sales went into color, profit went into size, and mark type is square only. Same everything, but two totally different charts. They are not at all related. This chart is not at all related to this chart. This is heat map, that is tree map. Totally different purpose also. Okay, so that's how it is. These are visualizations. It's as simple as same movie will be made by different directors, right? So different movie will come out. Same story only, right? So same story, different directors. You might have seen that a lot in right everywhere. So that's how it is. Always hero villain only, but how many movies are there? So same thing. So that's how it is. Okay. So these two charts are one good example that same data can be represented in a totally different way. Okay, in any visualization software, not just in Tableau. Now, so here tree map here. So tree map, though the mark type is square, it is not just square. It is continuous rectangles and squares. right? Though the mark type is square only, it is continuous rectangles and squares. It is not just rectangles. So rectangles and squares. You will go for a tree map when your focus is on bigger contributions. See, I want to see only top 10 values. Out of top 10, which one is contributing more and which one is contributing less, right? That's the requirement. Okay. So I want to see which one is contributing more, which one is contributing less, right? So that's how it is. So that's when I go for right tree map. You will go for heat map. So that is tree map. Okay. Totally different purpose. And one good thing with right this one is you can show good amount of labels here. So you can show good amount of labels there. That you can do. Still format it a lot better. Okay. So write profit, write sales, all that. Numbers directly if you show it, they can't understand, right? So that's how it is. Now this is tree map. Now when it comes here, right, this is heat map. The mark type is square and it is all squares only. It is all squares only. The size of the square is varying, but it is all squares only. Okay. So it is all squares only. Okay. So that's how it is. Clear? So it is all squares only. Now, but this is not at all called as a heat map. By default, Tableau is giving you this, but this is not at all called as a heat map. Now, the purpose of heat map is categorical comparison of the data. The purpose of heat map is categorical comparison of data. What does that mean? Categorical comparison means you will compare it like this. So you will right pull another dimension. Categorical means comparing among dimension numbers. Comparing among dimension numbers. I will pull in one dimension here. So something maybe date. Date can be both continuous and discrete, right? Just now we have seen. So it can be both dimension and measure. Right. Wait. I'm just increasing its size. Some more, maybe. Just for the sake of look and feel, that's all it is. Nothing much. So, right. So here it is. Okay. So I'm comparing measures among the dimension members. Okay. That's how it is. Of course, by seeing this chart, you can say, okay, for example, if you take accessories, the size of the square is increasing. What does that mean? Size is represented by profit. So profit is increasing year on year, right? If you take copiers, the same situation again. Or if you take maybe this one, tables, right? The profit is going down, right, year on year. And this year you don't have profit at all, right? Color, sales, right? But even this look and feel also not called as heat map. Not called as heat map. Remember. So how the heat map looks. This is how heat map looks. This is heat map. Why only this is called as heat map? Generally, whenever temperature gradients are right heat, if you observe, even on your gas stove you can observe now. So I don't know whether you observed until now or not. So at the bottom it will be in one color and the top it will come into light red color, blue color to red color. It will not happen suddenly. It will happen step by step. And these are the colors by default you get. Right? So it will not happen suddenly. It will happen step by step, gradual change of colors will happen. So it will help you, right, to understand if there are any sudden changes, such kind of things. Huge change in numbers. For example, you see this one. It is one standard color, that is you are getting loss. But suddenly in 2014 you got huge loss. You see this copiers. Step by step, gradually it is increasing the profit. But whereas this one, there is one huge loss in last 4 years. Okay. That's why this look and feel is called as heat map. Okay. So that's how it is. Of course, if you want to show the label, you can click on label, no problem. Numbers you can see. Right. This is better than highlight table, right? This is better than highlight table, right? Single measure only, but you can compare among dimension members like this, and you can do it, right? So that problem of highlight table will not be there here. Clear? So this is heat map. Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah. I need to tell you one thing. Those who are interested for certification exam, remember this clearly. We have something called as discrete and we have something called as dimension. Discrete and dimension are there. Blue color means discrete, not dimension. You will get one question definitely in the certification exam. They will ask you what is blue color, what is green color. Green color means continuous, blue color means discrete. This is the answer, not dimension and measure. Of course, this is dimension only, but it is called as discrete and continuous. What's the exact difference between discrete and dimension and continuous and measure? So when I show you in calculations, I'll explain that neatly. Okay, whenever the situation comes. Okay, but remember, okay, discrete and continuous is the answer. Okay. Now, most of your questions in certification exam will be based on aggregations and some calculations. Okay, and you will not be asked table calculations, such kind of things. Advanced things will not be asked, but basic things, some average, how you will do that. So that's such kind of things. And rank based, you will get 2 questions. One is 3 marks question, definitely rank based. So until now we didn't see any right certification. So simple things actually. Okay, only that question. Okay, anyway. We'll go to next one. Packed bubble maybe. So packed bubble is here. So or we can go for you want to see anything among this? Histogram, bullet graph, box plots. So these things I think up to here we have completed almost everything. From here we have to see. These 4 charts are left. Or 5 charts are left. Which one we will see? You have any choice or shall I go ahead? Okay. I'll go with box plot. Quite interesting. We'll see what will happen. Box plot is a Six Sigma chart. So first and foremost sentence, that is the first and foremost sentence. Why? Why? Because Six Sigma means it's a particular standard. So according to that standard only, you will develop the box plot. That's what it means. So what is the standard here? How you will develop box plot? Box plot, you will try to understand the data distribution with respect to median. Okay. So first I will represent it and show you. Then we'll talk more about it. If I keep on telling you orally, you will get confused. You observe this here, okay, and note down some data points. Write few data points, okay, any one categories. So you observe some data points. Let's say write 114, 328, 206, 91. Okay, okay. Directly, I'll go there and click on box plot. Okay, directly. Okay, done. Why I did that is I am not manipulating the data. I am not recalculating the data. I'm making sure that Tableau only will give you that chart in the right way. So box plot means, as I told you, it is used to understand the data distribution with respect to a median. What is median? What is median? What is median? Median is nothing but minimum plus maximum divided by 2. Correct or wrong? Wrong. Okay. Median means the centermost value. Okay. Median means the centermost value. So what is the centermost value? If there are odd number of values, the middle value you will take. By sorting the values, you will take middle value. But if there are even number 1, 2, 3, 4, you will average the in between ones. That is this one and this one, and you will take this one plus this one divided by 2. So what is this one? 206. What is this one? 114. 206 plus 114. How much it is? 320. 320. So divided by 2, right? 160. So you see that median. Okay. Now you count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Odd number is there. Just take the center one. So this is the center one. Exactly there median is there. Okay. Got it? That's how median will be calculated first and foremost. After calculating the median, from the median, above right? 50% of the data will be there, and below 50% of the data will be there. That's how box plot the data will be distributed, right? So 50% of the data will be above, 50% of the data will be below. In that 50, 25% and 25%. It is data points. Okay, it is data points. It is not the size of the data. That's why I told you to remember the numbers. So you see here, I didn't change the numbers. It is the same 328, same, right? Data is represented, that's all. But that's how the data will be represented in a box plot. Just now, if you saw, it is a bar chart. You will see the numbers 114, 328, 206, 91. It will be sorted. That's all. Again, if you go forward, it is box plot. Same data only you see 91, right? So 114, right? Just sorted. That's all. Okay. So that's how it is. So the above 50%. So if you see again 25, 25. Since it is 25, that is 1/4. 1/4 means quartile. So this is called as upper quartile. This is called as lower quartile. And in between gray area is called as interquartile range. IQR, interquartile range. If you develop the box plot manually, right? So which is not active now. So I'll show you in reference lines concepts. I'll show you. So IQR will be there. Okay. Now this horizontal line is called as whisker, upper whisker, lower whisker, upper whisker, lower whisker. Okay. And Tableau has come up with a new terminology called as hinge, upper hinge. So this is upper hinge, this is lower hinge. Okay. So this will help you to understand the data, how the data is distributed with respect to some median. With respect to median. So you can see here most of your data is right close to median. Okay. Got it? That is box plot. Clear? Any questions? We don't use this frequently because you might understand, but how your client will understand, right? So that's how it is.
Arthur garu, can you please once again explain how it is divided, the median?
So median ante ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీకు నా ఇక్కడ లెట్స్ సే ఇట్లా నేను ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకుంటా. మీకు ఇట్లా నంబర్స్ ఉన్నాయండి, ఇవి నా నంబర్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఇప్పుడు దీంట్లో మీడియన్ ఏంటి? నేను చెప్పిన ప్రకారం మీడియన్ ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే కనుక ఇప్పుడు నంబర్లు ఇలా కూడా ఉండిండొచ్చు, ఇట్లా ఉండొచ్చు నంబర్స్, కానీ అది ఏం చేస్తుంది అంటే కనుక సార్ట్ చేస్తుంది ఫస్ట్. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏమేమి నంబర్స్ ఉన్నాయి, నాకు 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, ఏదైనా రిపీట్ అయిందా నంబర్, 7, రైట్, 8, 9. ఎన్ని నంబర్స్ ఉన్నాయి? 9 ఉన్నాయి, రైట్, 9 ఉన్నాయి. 9 ఉన్నాయంటే ఆడ్ నెంబర్. అంటే ఇక్కడ నుంచి 1, 2, 3, 4, ఇక్కడ నుంచి 1, 2, 3, 4 పోతే 6 వస్తుంది సెంటర్ లో, అది మీడియన్. అదే ఇక్కడ ఇంకొక నంబర్ ఉందనుకోండి 10 అని చెప్పి, ఇప్పుడు ఈవెన్ ఉన్నాయి. ఈవెన్ ఉన్నప్పుడు మధ్యలో 2 తీసుకుంటాం అనమాట. మధ్యలో 2 తీసుకొని 6 + 7 ÷ 2 చేస్తాం, అప్పుడు 6.5 వస్తుంది. ఓకే. సో 6.5 లేకుంటే కనుక 6, ఇది మీడియన్ అవుతుంది. ఆ మీడియన్ బట్టి మిగతా పాయింట్స్ అన్ని మీడియన్ నుంచి ఎంత దూరం ఉన్నాయి, హౌ ఫార్ దే ఆర్ అవే ఫ్రమ్ ద మీడియన్ అనేది బాక్స్ ప్లాట్ చెప్తుంది నీట్ గా. ఓకే. ఈ మీడియన్ నుంచి ఇది ఇక్కడ ఉంది, ఈ పాయింట్ ఇక్కడ ఉంది, ఈ పాయింట్ ఇక్కడ ఉంది, ఈ పాయింట్ ఇక్కడ ఉంది. అర్థమైందా? ఓకే. సో అది బాక్స్ ప్లాట్ అంటే. సో విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు మీడియన్ డేటా ఎలా డిస్ట్రిబ్యూట్ అయింది అనేది చెప్తుంది. కాకపోతే యాడెడ్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఏంటంటే ఇది 4 పీసెస్ గా డివైడ్ చేస్తుంది. ఈ లైన్, ఈ గ్రే కలర్ ఇవన్నీ కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవ్వకండి, అదేమీ లేదు, జస్ట్ ఊరికే కన్ఫ్యూజ్ చేయడానికి తప్ప ఏమీ లేదు. ఈక్వల్ పార్ట్స్ అంతే, 4 ఈక్వల్ పార్ట్స్ డివైడ్ చేసింది అంతే. సో మీడియన్ పైన 2, మీడియన్ కింద 2. 25% of the data, 25% of the data, 25% of the data, 25% of the data. అంటే క్వార్టైల్ అని. సో అప్పర్ క్వార్టైల్, సో అన్ని 4 ఈక్వల్ పార్ట్స్ అవి. కానీ సైజుని బట్టి చూడకూడదు, డేటాని బట్టి చూడాలి. అందుకే ఒక డేటా పాయింట్ ఇక్కడ ఉంది, ఒకటి ఇక్కడ ఉంది, ఒకటి ఇక్కడ ఉంది, ఒకటి ఇక్కడ ఉంది. డేటాని బట్టి చూడాలి, నాట్ ద సైజ్. గాట్ ఇట్? క్లియర్?
Got it.
ఓకే, అది విషయం. ఓకేనండి. Okay, shall I? Okay, we'll stop.